You scroll your Instagram feed now. Post from someone you don't know. Reels from a person you never followed. Sponsored ad. Threads post you can't even read without downloading their new app. Another video from a stranger. Another sponsored ad. And one more ad for good measure. Finally, buried deep, you see a post from one of your actual friends. Posted 3 days ago. You almost missed it. 15 years ago, you scrolled Facebook or early Instagram. Simple chronological feed. Your friends' posts, in the order they posted them. Sarah's vacation photos, Mike's status update, your cousin's baby pictures. Just updates from people you chose to follow, in order, recent to oldest. Today, you're drowning in content from strangers and ads while your actual friends are hidden somewhere the algorithm decided you don't care about. So how did we get here? That's what this channel is about. Hit subscribe. How did social media feeds go from here's what your friends posted to here's what will keep you scrolling longest? And why did every platform make the same terrible choice? Let's go back to how social media started. Mid-2000s. Facebook launched in 2004 for college students. The feed was simple. Revolutionary, actually. You saw everything your friends posted, in the order they posted it. Most recent at the top, scroll down, it's older. That's it. No algorithm, no curation, no you might also like. Just a chronological timeline of updates from people you friended. It worked perfectly. You checked Facebook, caught up on what your friends were doing, closed it, went on with your day. Instagram launched in 2010 with the same model. Photo sharing, chronological feed. You followed people whose photos you wanted to see. You saw them, all of them, in order. Twitter was chronological, Tumblr was chronological, even LinkedIn was chronological. This was just how social media worked. It was the obvious way to do it. Then the platforms grew, massively. Facebook hit 1 billion users in 2012. Instagram was growing exponentially. Twitter was everywhere. And the platforms realized they had a problem. Not a user problem, a business problem. People were checking in, scrolling until they caught up, and leaving. Session times weren't long enough. Engagement wasn't maximized. Ad impressions weren't optimized. If you catch up on your friends' posts in 5 minutes, that's only 5 minutes of ads Facebook can show you. 5 minutes you're not creating content. 5 minutes you're not engaging with posts. Facebook needed you scrolling longer, much longer, forever, ideally. The solution? The algorithm. And they announced it like they were doing you a favor. Facebook introduced algorithmic ranking in 2009, but it took over completely around 2013-2014. The pitch was beautiful. You're missing important posts from friends because you're not online when they post. Our algorithm will make sure you see the most important content first. Sounds helpful, right? They're prioritizing content for you, making sure you don't miss anything important. Except important was defined by Facebook, not by you. And Facebook's definition of important meant what keeps you here longest. And if you've ever scrolled past posts from people you don't know, wondering where your actual friends went, hit that like button. It tells me you'll remember when your feed was actually yours, not a curated mix designed to maximize platform profit. Instagram held out longer. The chronological feed was part of their identity. Users loved it. It worked. But in 2016, Instagram announced the switch to algorithmic ranking. Same pitch. You're missing 70% of posts from people you follow. We'll show you the best ones first. Users revolted. Hashtag bring back chronological trended. Petitions, outrage. Instagram promised they'd listen. They did not listen. The algorithm stayed because it worked for them. Twitter held the chronological timeline longest. It was their brand. The real-time nature of Twitter was the whole point. But by 2016, they introduced best tweets first, then expanded it. By 2023, the algorithm dominated. The chronological feed existed technically, but you had to manually select it every single session. The default was algorithmic. Every platform made the same choice, because every platform has the same business model. Your attention converted into ad revenue. The stated reason was always user experience. We're helping you see better content, more relevant content, content you'll enjoy. The real reason? Engagement. Time on platform. Infinite scroll. Chronological feeds have natural stopping points. You catch up, you've seen everything new, you close the app. Algorithmic feeds never end. There's always something else. The algorithm can always surface another video, another post, another recommendation. You never catch up. There's no finish line. So you keep scrolling, and scrolling, and scrolling. The algorithm isn't showing you what's new from your friends, it's showing you what's most likely to keep you engaged. And engaged means watching, clicking, commenting, sharing. Not necessarily happy, just not leaving. Rage bait works. Content that makes you angry gets engagement, so the algorithm shows it to you, even though it makes you miserable, because misery keeps you here. Clickbait works. Sensational headlines, misleading thumbnails. The algorithm doesn't care if you regret clicking, it cares that you clicked. Addictive content works. Short form video, one after another after another. TikTok perfected this, showed every other platform the template. Now they all do it. Instagram isn't photos from friends anymore, it's reels from random creators. Because reels keep you watching longer than static photos from people you know. Facebook isn't status updates anymore. It's videos and recommended posts from pages you don't follow, because that keeps you engaged longer than seeing what your high school friend had for breakfast. The algorithm learned what keeps each individual person hooked, and it feeds you that, endlessly. For some people, it's politics. For others, it's outrage. For some, it's cute animals. For others, it's drama. The algorithm doesn't care what it is, it just cares that you stay. Your friends' posts, they don't rank. They don't have high engagement. They're not viral, so the algorithm buries them. You posted a photo of your vacation. 12 people saw it, out of 800 friends, because the algorithm decided it wasn't engaging enough to show to more people. Meanwhile, a video from a stranger's rage bait political rant got pushed to 10 million people, because engagement. The creators got screwed too. This is the cruel part. If you built an audience on Instagram or Facebook, you used to reach them. All of them. You posted, your followers saw it. Now, you reach 3 to 5% of your followers, unless you pay to boost your post. Then you can reach the people who already chose to follow you, for money. The algorithm isn't just curating what you see, it's charging creators to reach their own audiences. It's ransom with extra steps. And creators adapted. They started making content for the algorithm instead of their audience. Clickbait titles, sensational thumbnails, whatever gets engagement, whatever tricks the algorithm into pushing their content. Quality didn't matter anymore, engagement did. So quality dropped across the board. The communities died. Remember when Facebook groups or Instagram circles felt like communities? When you saw posts from the same people regularly and could have actual conversations? The algorithm killed that. It scattered your community, showed you posts out of order, inserted strangers' content between your friends' posts, made it impossible to follow conversations. You're not in communities anymore. You're in content streams. Endless, impersonal, isolating. The mental health impact became undeniable. Studies showed algorithmic feeds increased anxiety and depression, especially in young people. Because the algorithm shows you the highlight reel of strangers' lives, makes you compare yourself to people you don't even know, feeds you content designed to provoke strong emotions, mostly negative ones because they're more engaging. Chronological feeds were healthier. You saw your friends' real lives, the mundane stuff, the failures alongside the successes. It felt balanced, human. Algorithmic feeds are optimized for engagement, and engagement is often toxic. The platforms knew this. Internal research at Facebook showed Instagram was harmful to teenage girls' mental health. They knew. They didn't change anything, because the algorithm was too profitable. The addiction was by design. Infinite scroll, notifications, the algorithm learning exactly what makes you keep checking. You're not weak for being addicted to social media. You're up against teams of engineers whose job is to make it as addictive as possible. They have the data, they have the behavioral psychology research, they have the resources. You never stood a chance. And here's the kicker. You can't escape it. Twitter added a chronological option. but it's buried, and it resets to algorithmic every time you close the app. They're betting on your muscle memory. You'll forget to switch it back. Instagram has following and favorites options, hidden in a menu you probably didn't know existed. Most users never find them. The platforms don't want you using chronological feeds. They've optimized everything around algorithmic feeds. The business model depends on it. Some platforms tried to resist. Mastodon, Be Real, they promised chronological feeds. No algorithm, just friends. Be Real got popular for about 8 months. Then people got bored. Because chronological feeds have endpoints. Algorithmic feeds don't. We've been trained to expect infinite content. We're not going back. The algorithmic feed won. Every platform proved that engagement beats user satisfaction, and engagement makes billions. You can delete social media. Some people do. They're happier, they say. But they're also disconnected, because everyone else is still on the platforms. You can try to use it minimally, set time limits, stick to chronological options when they exist. It helps, but the platforms are designed to break your resolve. Or you can accept that your feed isn't yours anymore. It belongs to the algorithm, and the algorithm's job is keeping you here, not making you happy. So how did we get here? Chronological feeds had natural endpoints that limited time on platform. Platforms needed longer engagement for more ad revenue. Algorithms were introduced as improvements, but were really engagement maximizers. The platforms discovered rage bait and sensational content keeps people watching. Creators were forced to optimize for algorithms instead of audiences. Your friends' posts got buried because they're not engaging enough. Communities scattered and broke. Mental health suffered, but profits soared. Every platform made the same choice because the business model demanded it. And we went from feeds that showed us our friends' lives to feeds that show us whatever keeps us scrolling longest. You thought social media was for connection. It was, for about 5 years. Then it became an attention extraction machine. And the chronological feed died because it didn't extract enough. Maybe the real question isn't how we got here, it's whether we'll ever admit we're not the customers anymore. We're the product. If you've scrolled past dozens of strangers' posts just trying to find updates from your actual friends, hit that subscribe and like button. We're exposing every improvement that made your digital life worse. And algorithmic feeds might be the most successful bait and switch in tech history.